Hello everyone! Welcome back. I want to share my personal journey and insights regarding the vintage Alhambra Guilloche necklace. This piece has been on my wish list for quite a while, and I was thrilled to finally bring it home from the Cleef And Arpels boutique in Tokyo, Japan, when my children and I went out for a visit in April 2023. So that was last year. However, what followed was a bit unexpected. My enthusiasm for the necklace didn't last as long as I thought it would, and I'd like to explore why that is. Anyway, if you are new here, my name is MC, and if you love luxury fashion, beauty, and lifestyle related topics, go ahead and subscribe before you leave today's video. I would love to have you here. Don't forget to turn that notifications on for new videos as well. When I first saw the vintage Alhambra Guilloche necklace, I was struck by its stunning design. The iconic Alhambra shape adorned with guilloche engraving gives it a unique and elegant feel. There's no denying the craftsmanship. Each piece from a brand like Cleef And Arpels showcases incredible attention to detail. This prestigious company has built a reputation for producing luxury and high-quality jewelry, and this necklace is certainly a statement to that tradition. However, as I began to wear it more frequently, a surprising change happened. Initially, I was excited when every time I put it on, but after wearing it maybe 5 times, that excitement faded away. I started to feel a sense of detachment from it, almost as if I could do without this necklace. Unlike some of my other jewelry pieces that hold more significance to me, I stopped wearing it. I don't know, but I don't find myself reaching for it anymore. One possible reason for this shift in feeling is the growing number of similar necklaces available at more accessible prices. The market is currently flooded with inspired designs and replicas, allowing many people to find alternatives that resemble high-end items without stretching their budgets. They can be purchased at any gold jewelry store, and you won't know they're replicas unless you examine them up close. This emergence of affordable imitations has inevitably made me question the specialness of my vintage Alhambra necklace. Is it still a standout in my collection, or has it just become another item? This reflection encouraged me to think deeper about what truly makes jewelry special to individuals. For countless people, jewelry often represents significant life moments or cherished memories. It might be an heirloom passed down through families or a meaningful gift tied to a memorable occasion. In my case, however, I realized that my necklace lacked that emotional connection for me. There wasn't any specific story or memory attached to it. It was simply a luxury item I admired for its aesthetic appeal. Additionally, the setting where I purchased the necklace might have played a role in initially captivating me. The Cleef And Arpels boutique in Tokyo provided an extraordinary shopping experience with an exclusive and high-end atmosphere that made the purchase feel special. However, once I returned to my everyday routine, that thrill didn't carry over to my casual use of the necklace. It's crucial to mention that I'm not saying that the vintage Alhambra Guilloche necklace isn't beautiful. It undoubtedly is. The intricate design, the rich history of the Alhambra collection speaks volume about the brand's dedication to craftsmanship. However, my experience reveals a valuable lesson about luxury shopping. Sometimes what we expect from the luxury items doesn't always align with the reality of owning them. A strong desire for a piece can fade quickly once it becomes part of our regular life. Interestingly, this experience has pushed me to reassess how I approach future jewelry purchases. Moving forward, I wish to make more intentional choices about the pieces I buy. Instead of simply getting caught up in the brand recognition and visual attractiveness, I want to ensure that the jewelry I select resonates with me on a personal level. This involves looking for pieces that hold deeper meaning or simply ensuring that they speak something significant in my life. I realize that I value jewelry that is unique and rarely seen being worn by others more as well. Speaking of unique, the Cartier d'Amour that I have in large model is more unique to me because I don't see replicas of this. Why? Because of the Cartier logo dangling charm attached to the end of the chain. It's beautiful to look at from the back of your neck when your hair is up, or you can position it in front for a different look. I use this way more than the vintage Alhambra Guilloche. It's also much easier to layer with other necklaces. Anyway, I have a dedicated video for each of this jewelry from before, and I'll put the links in the description box below in case you are interested. So, for those of you considering whether to invest in luxury items or explore more affordable alternatives, it's important to ask yourself what you truly hope to achieve with your purchase. Are you looking for something that you'll cherish for years, or will it simply end up among other forgotten pieces in your collection? In conclusion, while the vintage Alhambra Guilloche necklace is undeniably a stunning jewelry item, my experience has highlighted a crucial aspect of luxury acquisitions. The excitement associated with ownership doesn't always meet our expectations, especially when there's a lack of personal connection. Moving forward, I intend to adopt a more meaningful approach to curating my jewelry collection. If you're going to ask me if I will still buy from VCA, of course I will still buy from VCA and other luxury jewelry brands, but I will make sure that I truly love the pieces and the designs really stand out. My tip for you is not to always settle for anything less. If the price is high, it's better to wait a little bit and save up to buy what you will desire. In my case, I wish I had bought an inspired gold piece to see if I would grow tired of it or continue to wear it before purchasing from VCA, because I did the same with my Cartier Love bracelet. Before I bought this original, I tried wearing the inspired version for almost a year. After proving to myself that I really wanted this kind of bracelet, I went ahead and got it from Cartier. I have not taken it off my wrist since then, but I'm gonna talk more about this bracelet in the near future as well. Anyway, what features of this VCA vintage Alhambra Guilloche necklace do you find most appealing, and how do you think it compares to other necklaces in your collection? I would love to hear thoughts and experiences about this necklace if you have it in your collection as well. Thank you all for allowing me to share my thoughts with you, and I hope my insights guide you in making more thoughtful jewelry choices in the future. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!